baby I will be and call a friend, and then if your friend is not available tieni ye na okwa won so wetimi anya bia ka na quote menko kan ya yenka ye nia ye beka wo hanom ya de ye beboa ye nina inti you understand it do baby so you can also WhatsApp me or then WhatsApp Max Morning Show and then let us know what you also think about what we are going to be discussing today. We are going to be talking about mentorship. Probably sometime be na me ne number bia wo bia ni mu a me mpese me bodin na sister bi nso nso a wo bia ni mu a me mpese me bodin ehia me na sister ikakamu ka say baby na me hu am mani age pawo ya me mentor pa na sister me nya wo mentor me ye dey wo mentor me nya wo mentor o say oh am papa na go say wonte ase me nim wo kra and you don't come to me for advice and so how do I become your mentor? You understand? Ebia no wani je me ho pa ebia me nyama bia ya me ye wo fe entine bia wo suasua nyama bia me ye na mum I am not your mentor because wo ma me nchen da na me ne wonni nkomo na me nkire wo hwe. You are actually picking something, but you know, let us get it right. Obi baby says who is a mentor? Well, somebody who has an experience and somebody who can advise you and somebody who can train you. You can call somebody like that a mentor. Obi say intino mentor betimi aye wadamfo ana said does a mentor necessarily have to be a friend? And so obi metimi ka chiro bi say we betimi aye adwuma so enu ntrese e betimi aye namfo. We can work but it doesn't make us friends. You understand? And we can be friends and not necessarily work together. Intino and then you bedim komo afa creatives. How necessary it is for a creative to have a mentor. Now, creatives in industry ni mukrano, do they see mentorship as something that is of use, as something that is of value, as something that can actually push them to another level? Say bia de na me ye nkono minya wo bia wo ye experience mani training mi ama mani kire me kwan na metimi akomani mu kra chains baby me wo say see. This morning the motivation said it all about having a mentor. And it's as important as you having knowledge. Obi o ha feel say bibia obi hu obi timi ana bibia obi hu wo wiase bia mu ana say ni wiase otimu na everything comes from the book. Sa na eye bi mu. Wofa wa ha o. Wofa wa ha. Wofa wa ha. Our very own and Ghana's own Fredima is here. Who else to tell us more about it? But before Wafa comes in, no, there's so many things that have gone on. We can recap on so many instances a month or two ago. So many instances. A big cry, a year Legends Night in the sea between a year Daddy Lumba and Nane Champon. Media me control me nyansa kakrebi to us ye. Me say wo bi ni obi ye na dia a ya susuka. One kwanko ye third person. Oti ase because no wuni hobby. Intini ye kan eya susu gita wani ase na susu kumu ntokwa because enei se na si fa call ne fefefe e wo Legends Night no na afi meni wu mienu ani ati akire a ye we nation ye de be fa hin sesi a yesu ye be kan ho abomu anase be yesi eya na susu kan na ye nan ye correct bi asa oti ase okay wofa wofa nie afishapa amen
what to say
oh yes wadom
you feel
oh miss my feel
your episode in
sir making everything possible say entertainment in one year or no was say it me it is very important, I always say, to know bits and pieces of everything, but it's more or is most important. Say ubenyo obi nsunsu a obekire wo kwan no pe me ka say bi me say follow who no road, follow who sabi. Afi mu it is very good say ye ni now will work hard, but it will be better if we work smarter. How do we work smarter? When ubetimi enyo obi obekire kwan e bia kwan na onam so na e kwan na but when obi a wafa so pen ubetimi a che shortcut bia papa e ma wo mre enkofa through a lot of things. Obi ono mu a watwa kwan no as easy as ABC, but now ofoforo nam the same kwan so na wo bre obia and the strategy. Let's talk about mentorship, in the creative space this morning.
You baby, me do aspa na me che obia na madofun bi free US aba. Mrs. Rebecca Ofori, I felt anti Becky for running the back. Adja Ohima Sewa, mo hwe sisi a che omu nyina. You will come mentorship a cry any day. Oko school from the day nursery. And that's what feel you know. We say why do two obi. You do di two obi and answer that about you or do two obi and answer on one home. But lama on one ID yet two no. And they become a mentor in our lives because we have over partner share about the pakrono abo. Not what to know. The people expect to say when you are growing, you should live by example in terms of that person that you were named after. Your demeanor, your sense of partnership, your sense of saying you should reflect into that kind of thing. The mentorship, you know, go out will be brave. Now, what about how we can say staff and apprenticeship? Mentorship and apprenticeship, a difference near just a minute kind of a. Obi the mentor, by a creative industry, a lot of people look up to others.
Yes.
So when you say, "Be the bad band for moon," Ufa Obi the say CK man.
Right.
For instance, now we have to carousel 7. No near the idea. Nipa be brave fa ni mu e ma mpeja omo yi. Ebi ni hwan. Yera Pa Thomas fa ho. Juwela ka fa ho bi. The late Papa Yankson, omo nyina fa CK man nsem. CK so no oye dwuma wa boss manager no so fa obi so na change di ebibia na obi edan obi. So if you come into a creative space now, what you say? Can the way anaka you boy a band and I say yeah, it's quite different from now.
No.
Now the focus is on the artist now. But if you go into our area in terms of apprenticeship and I say mentorship, a lot of people have gone in. The discussion goes on. No. Mentorship, the mentorship there is very, very, very good. Especially when your mentor and I say mentee no. Usuban no ne ye ni die nyina ehia. Which mean you meant to be with myself. The last time I was just listening to a drug addict bia is going to rehabilitation. Now utina say no school achimote school. The mentor no fa say you know don't the ordinary drugs mu amane. It's saying the positive aspect of the mentorship and the negative aspect. I think the positive outweighs most of the negatives.
Like I feel back no was a year that Lumba and a year na champo that Lumba you know came out, you know, professed that, you know, Najuma no you'll be an uncle gospel na oshia a year na champo no or no na oshana into a year a friend is saying high life ni mu ne nyomu awobo or share na tricks or share ni say not mu say mentorship na ye kana e bia no me sign e ka esi sem bia wo ka say say first no band ne CK man mo e bia wo beba band ni mu no na nyom to no wunim pa but ye mfa mic nhye won sasa wo be start ya boban wo be yese abi kura be so yi drums ni bia santi by the time I be so mic mu no na wunim konka bokakra wunim guitar bokakra wunim way bokakra trampeto wunim bokakra wunim way it then you become an all-rounded musician.
That's right.
Ti ye the initial was asa na multitasking to both a lot of you know musicians, you know, you see them on the mic with the guitar, you see them with gourmet, they'll be doing a lot of things in one. And they also the focus is on the artist. So the artist does not see the need to say, Ejuma we na me pese me ye, me pese me ye nyumtuni, inti ewase me kona me kopo bia sabio or ye experience. And I say, ewase me po bia at least obeti mi achechem. It could be an engineer, it could be whoever, but why don't we see the need today?
Okay, the need today say the paradigm, because of the paradigm shift. And you must say kakra. I didn't have say I own my thing. Me no home. And technology so about it maybe. Now let's young kwechi kakra away. You mentioned somebody like Lumba. Lumba could school job in secondary school. Time I job in secondary, I'm small primary college. We are all in the school choir. Me more primary college school choir. And also job in a school choir. It's your mentorship for no every school. And son owie no or Germany. This all catch the night chamber say tell about no gospel na oye. But proud to that. Also Lumba free mamponi a your area or zero. At that time then in fact what gidi pa ye come up royals eh for example for Jane. It according to no time you be akron makwanya ana akwa na gra odi. So what we say akron say for example for Jane nipa ben ni free mobile. Me am of amachi de of Frago Gasantiachum. We school in 1973 straight to Mampong. And of course, can you know Munye Kumawu Quantino, as over 5 of Fedisuman and Wako. And of course, no apprenticeship. It took apprenticeship because self for Jay, Ed Amachi de Deba Mountain, and Alibaba Foster. Plus other musicians be no or more. Nantosha Amachi de Denium tour, how a caution west, so to Tronaya. No tiapo for Jay, shall bonomini send your man. There's a correlation in terms of the apprenticeship and mentorship. No, idea no never opening as consider for you or in particular my much did. So a much did for instance has an evergreen song. I don't remember the last time I much did go to the software recordings. But most of the gigs in town are unable because a new more Troy through the tutelage of example for Jane, anyone who is also charity is Troy. And you only everlasting. A candy papa bonusum. So forever in our life, we call live band stage. Because they went through the mentorship. I thought me because boy park will be a live band. Omo beto say bom omonyom. Amachi de dem kwadwantwi CK man ene yi nyina. Kwadwantwi so papa bi no kotoba bi. If any JK and the boom talents. Kwadwantwi here na no tie yemo odoko ne ye ha say dakoma ha no tie. The JK wo kotoba bi a we boom talents. Because 1975, 76, they come dancing na. Like Kwadwantwi as a young man. Also pass you through the mill. And talk about classic handles and akwayi. So mentorship, I say those people who pass through. Look at Pat Thomas, the ethics of band playing.
Yes.
Yes. But then in terms of the artist, no, sorry, or not composing them. No, be into the ethics of band.
Yeah. Or maybe when it comes to mentoring a creative person, now. Say be a when you're creative person. You find say will be a hununyansa. Na sabi hununyansa is okay. And I say when is okay, I need somebody to mentor me because Jumana me, I'd have to come back and get the right mind you, media to me trim say and your mentorship with nana papa we bet me a mentor in a very bad way. But mostly when we talk about mentorship, when it comes to mentoring a creative person, what are some of the factors that you can consider, when you need to mentor a creative person?
The first person, a symbiotic association. There should be some kind of relationship. Obia derive advantage from the other. And so I do imagine echo.
Okay.
Yes, because what do you imagine? You want me to mentor you, which means, and there may be a woman, and I will pay be. It is it doesn't go together. There will be it's going to be very difficult for you to imbibe some of the traits that I have. Definitely you should be able to have that kind of correlation. It is also be a mentor there. Mentor. For instance, when my first student that I trained in the sound engineering was JQ. JQ, he was my assistant keyboardist. And we assist for. The assist for was uncle, I want you to train me as a sound engineer. He was the first person that I trained. It's the correlation because when we keyboard was one. So teaching him how to use the computer to program music was very easy. He understands the concept of music. Yes, be I'm the keyboard wouldn't bought that. And so my this thing to show him or mentor him was to show him how you use the keyboard and the computer to record. It do that many chemistry or timase. Because I'm sorry, Bob Man. So he start asking questions. And one of the people at the American said me discover one and mentor one. No, or asking questions and one who tip Apietus. Apietus was the kind of person of
too curious.
That's the way, too curious. And I must be honest, I always say this to commend him. In 1977, 1997, I had a machine called a synchronizer. I said synchronizer, come here, boy, or Kwadwantwi. One of the issues synchronizer, not the call. Yes, to her, there are two programs that are phenomenal. Notator and Cubase. Or no, you see Cubase, you see Notator. Send a common switch. So you just switch it. Thereby you have to go and rent other people. Or if you want to say, no, uncle. Manager, don't for manager. You have to the rest is history.
It's an infinity, curiosity,
That's right.
Just solve the problem that,
So if you look at Apietus in terms of his mentorship now, well, you're very curious. So if you look at those times, not making hits now. If you look at his productions, there are varieties of things that offer her no the haba beso
Likes to try.
and I'm a piano cry man for get to me I can say boldly say appear to started I'm a piano before these South Africans came but we didn't imbibe
Know
it
the sound.
so when you are mentoring somebody in terms of the person's curiosity I do a person no person he ask questions no say name any I can't remember I had a keyboard called M1 keyboard. It was one of the most expensive keyboards in the world. The whole Ghana need part 4 penny obi. Me, Kojanki, Nana Biam Dawson Act Studio 4. And we made money from it because and you out here from the early 1990s, the tones came from that keyboard. It was very expensive. Now, Mama told me, I made chair to Sadiana, Okumi, and I didn't ask and say, are you sure? I said, yes, Okumi also. All the tones had to. I say, baby, but fortunately, Kwame Ebo had a cartridge or the Bible download money. So mentoring somebody, the person looks up to you, sees your future, and says, okay, I want to even go further and do big things rather than even my manager. So if you look at the record of JQ, any appear to us, Ghana will be in terms of recording music and hit music.
Mami tun komono enko last kakra na yafe ya bayechi. What are the do's and don'ts of yekase bia mentorship bia mentee ni kurapo? What are the do's and don'ts?
Okay, do's and don'ts and say, oh ba me ho, so hear me ho mo. So hwe me suban. Me ne ye ene ade a me ye no. Na me catch you say the rules of engagement ni nie. Oh ba ha me nko ha. Ye duru ho a na ye kwakoye concert ho ha me nu wi ho ha, me nu so me nko pe ma ho ha sei. So there are some strict rules we are just to shape you. So to me independent you can do whatever you want to do. But once I was shape be asia, also usuani there. It's usuani ne ye. Say the Christo for your Christo more. You say Christo ne ye and the other. The area of alms giving is part of the trace of a Christian. So the same thing that comes to somebody who's mentoring you. The name all also better near be free. So one brown one say no one to me and there was no way they will show and every master will not show every secret to the apprentice. But you also discover something. Over here, the great inventors, they stand on one principle. Like for Albert Einstein, he equals MC square. And then my inventions are when you come and soon and the I say, tearing all the two or the 200 month will be 80 home from 82 years at the dinner. And the crowd, okay, your social media. Can you cut it 18 times every 10 years? Or the way 8 times 0, then carry one forward. And then you'll start, yeah. Plus we not plus we are. You get the same kind of thing. Yeah. So if somebody comes to you, say, come and mentor that person. You look up to the person. The name and background or any whether being come and find any serious kakra. Who say me catch to be pema almost ship kakra. It was okay and call me train no meaning I know meaning now you know. So we say can because if you're about here for my try or the ever 7 years in that is when you're here.
Okay, to sana.
I also can be the same thing applies to yen. Yeah, I know primary college open you could chair. Then you chair teacher Mrs. Youngsi, maybe Hobia Michiano. Now my meet blackboard, my name is John Ford, which blackboard renum. Our moment toy near year. That's idea ready. It's that year or half so the mentor now, oh Shadow, Ocean in be positive. Then you take it and then bring it to yourself. It's at the end of the day. So Ocean confirm from himself, they all excel from the music.
Of all be say, you bet me I won't hear the what to obi because a nipa no se bia na niama bia wo ye wo form of in or the at all. Obi ono mo de obeto sikani bi oti kuronim. Obi ono mo so de obeto obi a feel say bia wo no betimi ahwe e bia si ana kwakoba ne say ye de ne koto no na ye ayakoje ne whole school fees. Sa anzem ni na e koso eba. Me bi so e bia who chooses the mentor for the mentee, you know, something like that, because e be wie na bia o maami akope obi si wo mentor na nipa no omwa okwan bia so do you have the right say okay me maami na choose so ase mesi maami ana o de me ato obi de say wo mentor me but enko yie nti mia me kwa akope obi ama na mentor me kase e bia na obi wo ho a e bia wo camp yeah the buy music industry mo kra na we have seen artists switch camps a lot of times because probably no baby or channel nyama bia na o expect no onyanisa enko yie ma no some sort of adesua bia wo pe no no hu wa kire ye ne fenti a wo wura mu no metimi abodin bebre na you get on social media you find artists or mudin comot they are grieved and everything. I was expecting to learn this, I was expecting to do this, but menyanisa inti sesi ano mateme ho As a menkwana mikosolo, I'm not under any subio. It's not even a label, but any mentor bia asibiem. Inti I'm finding a different way. Now fe akofa or tiny niyama abba because as an what switch comes. What is there? Can you do that? Can you switch? Or then at the end I was a mentor, so I said DNT and I said what is the responsibility to be able to make sure send all mentor no so ebenya bibia na wo betena.
You say mentor you pass through a process. A bit more ha. Me say I'll pass over ha. Me memoir for a lot of process. I'll test your capabilities in terms of your discerning, how you say now if service will be how are you going to do it? I test your mental capability. Wakuma only need per client because at the end of the day, mentor we are. You also go to open your own studio and as a visa. It will about 3 men will be baho. So mano. Your relationship with human beings. And I want to say your personal relationship in terms of personal hygiene on Niema. So seven previous say most of the studios now. But the example. A enclosed place. Now say we need out to body a papa. A better will be baho. You go through all sorts training. No ha. Only for training we might be on pet. Not just for bass or baby, so be keyboards and also to train. We are no other on pay, be or the crowd die and not Tom. But there are other things we are which we are cut. But mentor not the purpose or the bar or the purpose of the bar or bar also so maybe we have between their canals and look. I do me show moon, so we to count one. So me will appear to side. Tell me training appear to. And for example, somebody say me man. Now so my training appear to kakra wi nti appear. But in life, later who gave Ufram the hits?
Oh, I've hit.
So the builders, the son that the builders rejected them. Sandy Beba, and she said, "Oh, mentor Obia, no, it's because of Ofu and Chenya, a Johnny Ebi." And Pempi said, if you come into the creative industry, and a Pempi and Sikasem, and a master those names, Ebia Caneno, Omombo Band, the leader was considered to be the autonomous. It was a band for United band house.
Aye.
Yeah, told me baby and call, but this is in yes, sir. This is you call me. Yes. Yeah, and that's the best. You call me on maybe I'm going to the other two can't say, and I mean Bob Band or Hannah said we Bob Band, Debbie. It's purely professional. But those days, over Trump band back home, before you realize, most of them, if you look at their character and the idea, they went to other certain mentorship, but the mindset, I'm projecting. Yes, down where I need so among for started who every band, started around coming out in time. Dr. KJC, if you look at Dr. KJC, for instance, people who have passed through him are almost to one way Thomas Frimpong, Erica Jamanom, and other people. Oshe Kilonina, Neofasi, and Sonny Pat Thomas. Almost no me also to tell home. In 1975, 74-75, Eddie Donko, or Tenu Frinampadu, Eddie Asiko Darling, a buy.
Hey, that song is beautiful.
Yeah, Asiko Darling. And also, I don't know. Yeah, people don't play. I mean, Eddie Donko, people don't play his song on radio.
Yeah, but people, a bit so wow when you say senior Eddie Donko, some of them wouldn't even know, say, and on the style of music, so maybe say, Nyamani bi okakra mentio. I mentio.
Darling. DK points are covered by 1975. DK points are covered by Joe Mensa Bosue, a buyer. And now I'm trying 1976 in terms of guarantee I say, I buy guarantee I say, but I never can't hold his return.
And no, Anna, ona okay, senior Eddie Donko.
Donko say,
Anna, Edinawe, Anna, and Pedu.
Hono free buy.
Hono free buy.
So, Pedu won't free buy more, Nana Bamako, if you ho, or say coffee, and so Eddie, if you ho, Eddie by any other musicians, I want to, if you Nana Pedu, so no, if you young West, to show we are picking Yamwa, or not, or say, oh, hono. Because if people papa 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, could tintin or
10, no question, papa.
And we not about base, and comma, the wine is saying, no, on the base, PK1 and I don't talk to your friend APC, CK Abedi, no a keyboard or a blind man. Yeah, don't to 2 years. It was as papa be about you. Sorry, I say, how Methodist, Good Shepherd Methodist, one and a bomb, mom, CK Abedi. Oh, blind guy, and son, a jack who saw her.
And Peduno.
Ampadu, Ampadu yes of your fan you mentorship free. CK oh Asalan Dam 1963.
Okay.
Ofri kwa buy we school no set na PK amwa na oyadwuma oh offend say
amachin so any
that's right
apofoje
esuni
e na ejina hoye na just say
da numa so ni
na ne champon e na ejina hoye
eti ohinchi no ebi di de bi achi ofriampon
sanso ne jadi number
and discover ofriampon say we no two people that discover at that time one friend Selena Orleans Lindsay so for Makuni
so for any Tego sisters
almost so many it's almost some discovering free I say they buy as far back 40 years ago on Ghana television
yes
and son of Shoma Daughters of Glory Jesus so Reverend Asaribedi akom our living bread and ministry also full sons and almost the free rumba Stella Dugan and another Stella Seal also free baby buy it oh I meant to phone be brave but now no the artists of today and now answer young lyrics or by no in studio so most of them
no history
yes only lack of training kakra only say they see a cry one year and niti so people say na be popular you need to get a management or meet my groom and meet my mentor me say for instance I mentor a lot of people this year for instance my project say Freddie me yakopon boy me ba studio me biem back no I've taken 3 people me yan omo they won't pay anything to me I just want to give them that kind of living. Back when 11-year-old girl, so if you look at my Facebook, I'm never told. And about also artists, also about Afrobeat, and about queer gospel. I've done all their tracks and they are coming. So I'm mentoring them because when I saw them on Facebook, I thought say, if they come to me for me to mentor them, because every kind of product we are, I find in same year, I have found that because about you so when you to catch us pain, you know about me and I see them slow. Now saying a client to be by my home, because you to. Yes,
by this time I am mean and savage. Because catch the bread, yeah. But we can't have the answer. Meta come on, quick turn into the mall and I meet this guy. Second time I come out and I met this guy, Okrani CD. Third time, I'm a guy, and I was I think I must do something for you because I keep meeting you. Me no be am eba more, but anytime I say be am beto bibia, I see you. At the sun na na makra say yenshia na sa mafro si yenshia. I think we are meant, to do something together. What is your name? Media na woye. Guy you born in chem ni we ya na de bia him say why do you come here say oba be cheni CD nam so now that is good. I mean the zeal na me who ye no to push himself Nam say give me your CD. Nam share nam say okay. Watch your video, see watch your video then nam say okay. I will give to someone to play for you. I will listen to it myself. And or throw the number at the mommy. And nam see you. Bray you kwankwa your video bra wafa. And no more me quote and yo. And nya minim what it is. So, one time I'm a friend, I'm saying, are you going to be at the mall? And I'll say, and I'm saying, okay, I'll pass by the mall. I'm hoping to see you. Mishia and I'm kind of say, you know what? I admire something about you. Your courage and your determination and the way you persevere. But it's not in music. I was on the question before for. Ebi a wudi dja, ka benye skapa because the way when this was now you do anything to get what you want, no? It's not in music because me TSM music and I was with I think that they no obi and I'm obi nanam. And I'm saying me no, it's not good.
It's not good.
It is either you get help, come being chro because and so lyrics then you can get a songwriter if you want to train. But one kasa no, I mean, and koye. And then the other guy was saying, you were very mean to. I said, I'm telling him the truth.
The late Jasebre Damra. Jasebre is part of my discovery. Time by now, I be a hey, Charlie, Odi Kofi, Charlie, they were wonderful. So I employ them in my studio. So I'm on forever. No more betomb. They should do the corrections on the lyrics. So Jasebre, no, also to them, but I found the deficiency in Jasebre key. If we be sustaining of keys, not our problem can cry or this we be ubo see now ubo see sharp one. The no but cherry transit training one. Then I was the first person who programmed it, and I will be your friend as a tailor who on any producer. To what I can be producer no, and Mark who know the far call Mark or was a mallet. Me say in my training, and I say in the industry be two binom, and I took mentorship from them. One is Mr. Kwachi, Francis Kwachi.
Right.
Zab Mallet come home. Sami Hewani. and the late Kosio, because one and I'm actually doing on and these 4 people, I go to them and learn a lot. And there's one guy to that I trained. He's called Tetel Damti, a friend Wagsy. Or no, me training me no kwachi mo further the course. Ekokoye computer, IT, professional masters in the now. So be a me training, but on our being no extra. So in the morning use of gadgets, if I want to somebody to train me, the train, I also go to him in ferry.
Okay. Now, anyway, I said again, meeting this guy for the 3rd time, I was supposed to tell him the truth. Until I'm you know, but let me ask this. And nay, yeah, the pictures baby I bet to screen so am yehu ampedu. Yehu lumba, yehu na ne champon. Yehu senior di donko. Yehu oforian ponsamo. Kofi bi mu nyina so free. Obi asesa yehu amachemo, yehu mu nyina se wahu. We've seen all of these people, mentors and people they have trained. And nay, do we even have mentors in this generation where you were in more gaining a lot of popularity? They are doing music that is good, music that is selling, and people look up to them. Are they really mentors? Because there are people, we say, hey, so do ko efepa wasi an media minim duku bopa but o kasa me moma wa mintime moma wo e wo ho obi nim nia wo ye but enei onim sane obetimi ayden e de atro nyonko because like you said we have come into the modern world where sabio rest studio abendada ya kuki bibia ne niama de ama no nti no knows how to go about it nti wo no e de empa no obetimi de impact e de ama wo Sabio, the style of every artist has a secret to hide. Eating a name, would you say in our industry, we have mentors? And if yes, why do you say so? If no, why do you say so?
Yeah, mentors, no. Mentors, it comes in different forms. Me, for instance, I don't think because this subject is also related to me as somebody I mentor among for. Ghana, make me I can say. About 30 or 40% of amount for the Babontin, they bring it to me for me to assess it. Or my farmer as a mentor who assesses their song before or about somebody like Ochami Okami. Oh, we listen you young fan me. Thank you for this. What I'm bringing out. Listen to me, critique my this thing. So he has taken me as a mentor on that side. So if you take other artists here, sometimes they feel too big. So if it's on one house and Baba, so now on a day on farmer sure, but. You see, to grow already and quite sometimes, being big, you have to also go and learn certain things from the other people. Say, look, why is Amachi they succeeding every time? Tell me, he's overbooked. Why? Because he has songs that transcend beyond boundaries. Songs that makes you an impact. It's not disposable song about the 9 or channel when the 9 and 20 new be what next? I'm all time for this song is a valid gotten piano, it preset. It's an incredible song. So some kind of people if you are a composer or you are an artist who want to find that value and I said that line, chain of liner, there's no way with me call brown wasi on and much that over CD. Be very true. Well, I need be a mimikuta. So we said the music throwing your fabric which me actually me. So they need the call. I don't think so much they will say because sometimes maybe to say I feel very, very proud. So when I'm writing my own history, because history Ghana for come out.
Siana, just the last question. Siana, instead the artist be caught, on one him dear, and good way, or say me album listening. No friend I'm a fool be to a boom. No be a tea. You see, people think that album listening is when you have people to come and then critique. Adia na benda da why yembe kadi and biom nencho na won't go back into the studio. But be now when it is cooking. Many that have cooker edin komo no catch them say me di obi nyom de me ya to mintie because the mind creative mind is in such a way say ochine bia bi kra na me worry them bi na won so de wo de aba na ebia etesa me them no me yi oba wo ba ka say me wia wo nyom me wia wo nyom nti me di obi nyom de mintie just wawie na ewa abonten ne matie.
That's okay.
Nti na akofa album listening nso so aba na ye because first no we are me where you say and also kofa problems ba. Nti ne say no, what is the way forward? What would you advise on just one note? No. What would you advise on mentorship in this industry? Yaka first about mentoring say nipa nkasa ye nyum to okra free ho a nipa nkasa na ye say ubewo bia you run to somebody that's experienced, somebody that can train you, somebody that can advise you in every field of life. Inti no enye say bia wo ye nyum to ni ye ka wasem but one kasa as nipa no wo hia obi a who is experienced that will advise you and train you and you to me nante sa dia wo dia wonkwan ye obi ani ono kasa utie. That is not way. But in the music side no, what would be your advice concerning
my
mentorship?
advice is that creativity, I abstract, creativity has no ending. Has no ending. So if you are there as an artist and as a creative person, now your vision and your idea no be the just to an amount. It's better to so to an amount. No jeto rather than say unko cry. Yes, because with me and you be Ephraim.
Yes.
Why some of them say and then guys say baby me pick other people's song in the chorus at the year you may because who say now you are all thrown it fits into
what
yes. The different because I am no dream for you kakrebi and my dream to so my make find the chorus no yeah no and for my show it is obi a dan obi and they say why you be sit down here on thinking of the foundation before
exactly
yes so over start your to but I say you to na album no what is your vision even na person call who are the lights because nyema nyina say and remember say you at classroom back I teach any back on e child there back be the first back be life no say dey it you know you cannot get it all. Sometimes you need to consult. So, what man for me as a mentor? Oh, tell me about Uncle Fred. And I say, but you tell me, mommy, said you look at the system. For you have a good mentor. What can you say? You know how to pay. And then there's agencies of time and so for her, I didn't tell an episode the number because at the Atsiya Donko. That's right. What's Atsiya Donko? These are expressions of thoughts about how beautiful women are, and they want to continue from generation to generation. To one song, or a lot of expansions in terms of renditions. It's be a Peregrine, we are quite so, but you say all this because he has a mentor, and then you all people be he takes advice from them. And what we call so mentorship in terms of the creative space, a very, very, very important part.
So yes, the conclusion is still needed by the new artist. Still needed by the new artist. Mentorship is still needed. What do you know? Can fa wo fa de no wate? Ofa, it does fa, papa.